It all boils down to a Lola, legacy of low achievement, not wanting to pay child support. Now, this story, many of you all have seen. It's viral. It's a Chicago mail carrier. Her children are in the back of her truck. Someone comes over and opens up her truck, and they accuse her of riding the children around without car seats in a hot truck delivering mail. Now, people immediately got upset because it appeared that this is a single mom, man didn't have child care, and so therefore she was trying to work so she could take care of him. But it turns out that the story is more sinister than that. It turns out that the father of the mail carrier's children, the two little ones, he was supposed to pick the children up from daycare. He did not pick them up. Now, whether he told her or the daycare called her, we don't know. But what she did was call the post office, and called her and supervisor and said, hey, I have an emergency. I'm not going to be right back at the station. I've got to go by my children's daycare. Their father did not pick them up. Now, because she's paying for the daycare and he's not paying for that, there's going to be an extra charge for picking the children up late. And at some point, you just have to pick them up, or CPS will be called to pick them up. So she goes by the daycare, checks her children out, and she is awaiting for someone to come pick them up. I always hate to say that her boyfriend is coming to pick them up because for some reason it just sounds, I don't know, I just don't like saying it. So she was waiting for someone from her family to come and pick up the children. As she was waiting, it was hot outside, so she put the children in the air-conditioned mail truck waiting for that person to come and pick up the children. Before she could do that, the father and his best friend, that they called his brother, opens up the truck, puts out this video virally. He goes and files a temporary restraining order to keep the mom away from the children. And not knowing the full facts, the court has awarded him temporary custody of the children based upon this video. Now, the mom explains, as you'll see in the video, that she was not riding the kids around in the truck. And there are a lot of people making videos saying that she picked the children up in the truck and took them over to her boyfriend's house. No, that's not the case. She was waiting outside and waiting for him to drive up. She never drove the children in the truck. And as a result, as a 10-year employee of the post office, because she had called her supervisor and didn't ride the children around in the truck, it was an irregular operation. The children couldn't stand out in 100-degree heat. She's still working. She did not lose her job. So can we please get the facts straight and stop saying that the mother drove the children in the mail truck? She didn't. And by saying that, it shows that he was even more sinister than that. Because if you think about it, why would the dad and the brother, best friend, show up at the boyfriend's house to film all of this? No, they set her up knowing that she would go to the daycare to get the children because this had happened before, and they set this up so they could film it. Now, let me tell you guys where the children are now. Well, listen to the mom's take on this, and when we come back, I'm going to tell you where the children are.
Hey guys, hi. I know you saw that video of me and my kids in that mail truck, and the kid's father tried to make it seem like I was delivering mail out of my truck with my kids, which I wasn't. I was actually in front of the daycare waiting on my guy to come get my kids, and that's it, because he said he couldn't get them. If you couldn't get them, why were you there? And I was there picking up my kids and waiting, and the only reason why they was in that mail truck with the door closed because I told my daughter to get the kids up in there and close it, which it was AC blowing. But I told her to get them in there and close it so he wouldn't take my kid to him and the brother. Basically, they tried to set me up to make it seem like I'm an unfit mother so he can get off child support. And I'm so tired. I've been going through this for a year and a half, and I've been trying to ignore it because I'm like, I'm not going to give him my energy. But now you're trying to jeopardize my job. And then he put emergency full custody in place, meaning like he put in the order of protection, so therefore I cannot be around my kids until April 15 when we go back to court. And it's killing me. This is wrong, but I'm trying to stay strong because anybody know me, I love my babies. I'm not no unfit mother. I've been on my job for 10 years. I'm not going to jeopardize my job, not even help him get in the post office. I'm not going to jeopardize my job and ride around with my kids. I'm not going to do that. And I don't even have a car right now, but I'm working on getting a car because I gave him my car back because I don't want him to know what kind of car I got. I even had to move because he was harassing me. You know, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. So, look, I did put a GoFundMe up. Like, look, I just need some help trying to get a family law lawyer. Anybody got some information, send me the best one. I just need help. I need my kids back. I can't. I work too hard. I'm not no unfit mother. I can't.
So I'm going to tell you where the kids are, but before I do that, let me tell you who the dad is. Now, the father's name is Mandela Jones. This dude is 42 years old, and guess what? He works for the post office too. So he's been called into the office because look at all of this bad press that has been brought on the United States Postal Service. Why? Because this man doesn't want to pay child support. And how do we know that? It's because he has filed with the court to be taken off child support. Now, during this temporary restraining order in which he will have the kids until August the 15th, turns out Mandela doesn't even have the kids. Guess where the kids are at? They sitting up at his mama's house, Candida Jones of Chicago. So again, this boils down to a 42-year-old man not wanting to pay child support because he's upset that the mother of his children has moved on to a man who is willing to take off of his job to go pick up his children that he lied and said he was going to pick up. Now, here's the thing. If Mandela couldn't pick the kids up and his mama, Candida, can take care of the kids now, why come she couldn't get in her car and go pick up the kids from the daycare? We all know why. It's because this brother didn't want to pay child support, and so he set his child's mother up. But you know how karma is. It looks like that he's going to lose his job and custody of the kids.